There we go. Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Mike Kelly, Real Estate Jerky Daily. How's it going, Mike? How was Colorado?
Colorado was a lot of fun. It was real quick fun, though. It was good to see the grandkids. My oldest son and I did the Great American Brew Fest.
So you drank a lot.
Oh my God! They give you a little 2-ounce cup and a 4-ounce cup with a 2-ounce pour, and you think, oh, that's just kind of tiny. After beer number 78 that you try, it's plenty.
Well, in a lot of those beers, they have like the percentage of alcohol is ridiculous.
Oh my God! There was one booth. I can't remember the booth. I got a passport book with all the brewers that were there. One was 30%.
Wow!
I'm like, this isn't a whiskey. No, it's a beer.
30%.
I said, I'm not gonna try it.
Yeah,
I don't want to try it.
And that's when you go to like our local place that has a craft brews, and they give you a different size glass by how much potent it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, the bigger the glass,
the less
potent it is.
Less potent.
Yeah, that's such a small glass.
How was your weekend?
On your ass.
How was your weekend?
Good. I was at the cabin.
Okay.
Nice and cool. Marcia had to run up there, so the marathon she's doing in Las Vegas, they changed the whole course, and now it's like 8,000 to 5,000 instead of starting at 5,000 going into town.
Oh,
yeah, and so she wanted to run downhill and see how it was going to be and everything, because she's
her quads are gonna hurt.
Well, she's just overreacting. Just run the damn thing. You've been running for 21 weeks.
You ready?
You're as ready as you've ever been in your life for an event. She did a half Ironman and did not train like she should have been training.
Yeah.
And you can't explain it to her, but I would overtrain. Whatever, if I have to run 6 miles, I'd be running for 12 miles.
Yeah.
If I have to swim, a mile, I'll be swimming for 1.5 miles. And if I have to bike 50 miles, I'm biking 75 to 100.
Yeah.
I was complete opposite.
I ran Big Sur halves, and I would always run the training. I would always run 17 to 18 miles and then taper a little bit before the run. That way the run was comfortable.
All right. Now that we talked about
our personal stuff.
And the other thing I did is I'm working on that. I'm doing my podcast course, and it's ready to go. But then I came up with this idea for this pod veteran to make it easy. One of the biggest things is, I think I told you, 90% of podcasts fell by episode 3. Out of what's left over, that 10%, 90% of that fell by episode 20.
Wow.
So if you get to episode 21, you're in the top 1% of all podcasts.
Really?
Yeah. So when people say, I'm in the top 1%, you just say, how many episodes? Yeah, 22. Does not hold the badge that it used to hold.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is create a system to where
it decreases the failure rate.
Right. Because if I can make it to where you upload your video after you record it, or record it and it grabs it and takes it all the way through the process to where it edits it
and it's ready to go,
cuts it up, cuts up your video, cuts everything, and then it automatically sets it up for distribution by the schedule that you have created.
Yeah.
You're going to destroy it. And that's basically, because this is one of the issues we're having is our daily show. I have to upload it, edit it, and everything.
I know you work your ass off.
It's too hard.
I love coming in and doing nothing.
Yeah. A VA can't keep up with what we do for this.
No.
So I want to be able to have it where it grabs a recording, does everything I wanted to do. And I mean, it's going to create the thumbnail and be like, well, AI can't really do that well. Well, mine will, because I'm telling it to go scan every top thumbnail out there, 1 million or plus views and all the top guys stuff. And I'll keep all that information in there. Plus I set up the guest and hosts. Like, you were the two hosts. I'm the host. You're the co-host, whatever.
Right.
I put all our information in there. Plus we're going to put 5 different photos of us in there. So the thumbnail will be able to grab multiple pictures from that database.
Cool.
Instead of what happens now is every time I have a guest or me, they're asking me for more pictures.
Right.
Or this, and it's just, so now everything's in a central place.
Boom.
And that's almost finished.
That's cool.
I wonder why the computer went to sleep over there.
I don't know.
Oh, I know why, because I didn't plug it in. I plugged it in, but I didn't plug in the bottom part to the power.
So it's saying I'm tired.
It's right. That's exactly what I say. I'm going to sleep. All right, let's get on to radio.
Reports? Did we get any reports?
Well, we have housing. We have inventory nationwide is it's went from, I don't want to just give you the number. It went from 863,972 to 856,870. So that's right. We went down 7102.
Thank you, Florida.
Year-over-year inventory growth slowed from 33% to just a 17%. It's signaling a cooling trend into the fall, more than just the temperature outside.
Yeah.
And what they're saying is inventory surprisingly peaked for us in August of 2025. This is abnormally compared to past years, which usually peaks in October and November. Yeah, so that's a little different.
True,
I think it has to do with interest rates, tariffs, all the stuff that's going on right now.
Uncertainty.
Yeah, so new listings peaked also back in May and remain at historically low in the last week, showing, what I just said.
Yep.
Price reductions on a rise. 41.8% of homes saw a price cut last week, up from 39 in 2024. Indicates a more buyer-friendly market. Also signals resistance to elevated pricing. What I see is I had a client who's like, I'm running an offer, and he has a house right now, and he goes, I don't know if they're going to take it. I'm like, they're going to take it. And they took his contingent offer, which they wouldn't take before.
Yeah.
And I had another client who had a HUD home I was telling you about, wrote an offer. They wanted a certain dollar to net a certain thing, and that's what they wrote, and they're happy with it. Now, the other people writing offers on that, they are flippers. So, of course, they're not going to be. They want it at,
they wanted it. They need
60,
to build in their
70,000 cheaper than what it is. And
they need to build in their profit.
Right, I know. And the biggest thing of the house, just carpet and paint and a few things, nothing major.
Right. Oh, good.
Yeah. So where are we at? So bonds, see, the rates are 1 basis point worse, but the 10-year sitting at 4.0513. The lowest we've seen even today is 4.01. The lowest we've seen in the last few weeks was 3.99 right before the Fed cut rates.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we're getting better. Slowly,
right?
We're overall getting better. I think a lot of it has to do again with the market, what's going on with tariffs and the government shutdown. And some people think this is going to go on to be one of the longest government shutdowns because of what is being asked by one side versus the other. They won't come together. You would think after Trump just getting peace in the Middle East, that with two countries who hated each other, that Republicans and Democrats could actually work together on stuff. I'm not saying one side's worse than the other, but we all have our thing. We should be able to do it.
You negotiate peace in the East, but you can't get your shit together over here.
Yeah. I just got notified that they're suing that Donald Trump cannot have peace in the Middle East.
Is that real?
No, I just made that up. I saw that 2 days ago, but we were on air.
Oh, that's hilarious. I did see a group of Democrats with plastic bags over their head the other day because he came out in favor of oxygen.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going before we get into trouble.
Yeah.
All right, so I talked about this. What else did I have to talk about? There's not a lot of market news overall. We know that Trump renewed China tariffs, and that's what's helping to push the 10-year closer to 4% because it's showing that we're going to slow down. There is a huge Baltimore real estate fraud scandal going on. Suspected $100 million fraud ring involving 700 plus homes using inflated DSCR loans.
Oh,
yeah. So I wonder if there's going to be a major change in the
probably
DSCR
will
loans.
be. Yeah.
Over 50% of the portfolio is foreclosure. Tells you the problem.
All right.
Mostly a majority black neighborhoods. Now there's going to be a racial part of that.
Right.
They won't say that probably the loan officers were the same neighborhood. Yeah, but we won't know. We'll find out later.
So are the agents.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
The impacts include rising Baltimore metro foreclosures up 26% overall. Community destabilization and property value risk is what's going on because of this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing a huge federal, authorities are still investigating, even though the federal government is shut down. So,
but they're going to dig through this.
Yeah, they're going to, because it's 100 million and it's 700 plus homes.
That's
and
a lot.
And the question is, why are they using DSCR for if somebody's living there as a primary residence? There's their first mistake.
Yep. Oopsie doopsie.
There's another one against DR Horton lawsuit. Class action suit alleges deceptive monthly payment suppression scheme.
What?
So suppression. So I can't say the word, but
suppression.
Thank you. Basically, what they did is they said that when they advertised mortgage payments, they didn't include taxes and it was
just a PI.
It was just a PI.
Okay.
Instead of PITI, and then resulting in payment shocks up to about $1,000 a month post closing. claims may invoke RICO statute to go after them.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. That's not
No,
good.
that's
DR.
allowing triple damages.
Yeah.
Well, the question would be, this is your PI, and then it could be taxes and insurance. They don't control. I can see some people in the past used to not do that. They used to not put tax and insurance.
Right.
I always did, because I want you to know exactly what your payment is
going to be.
So you're shocked now, not when you're getting ready to sign and you cancel the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I just wasted my time and your time. So that is that. I don't know. And that's probably just one, housing
builder.
Yeah. I mean, say it's D.R. Horton. What I mean is probably one of the tracks, not probably all of them.
Right.
We don't know. I'm just reporting what I read in Housing Wire. There are, so I don't know how you feel about this, but because of Trump's immigration policies, FHA restrictions are affecting illegal borrowers. Shocking. Yeah. Trump era immigration policies now limit FHA loans to citizens and permanent residents. Shocking. It should have been anybody else. No. If you were going to be because I do loans for people who are not citizens, they're on a visa. They can buy a home. So why not be here on a visa legally and then buy a home?
There you go.
Yeah. Loan officers, especially in Hispanic communities, are pivoting to conventional loans, credit improvement strategies. Yeah, because they can't use FHA loans to serve those clients with low down payment and lower credit. What they did is they allowed DACA, and I think they slid in the other ones underneath that somehow, because it wasn't supposed to be for everything. They're still looking at the GSE conservatorship exit. They're growing speculation that second Trump administration may push for Fannie and Freddie Mac to exit conservatorship. I think they should. That way we can get money for our government again. This will affect conventional loan pricing, because when you take it out from underneath the government again, it won't have the same security.
Right.
Follow me, the protection that's there.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a few long days, being here one day. All right. So there was a Vanguard report about retirement readiness. How many percentage of U.S. workers are on pace to maintain lifestyle in retirement, would you say, percentage wise?
25%.
42%.
Oh,
you're wrong.
Well, I always figured it was going to say it was.
You were just
worse.
trying to, yeah. You should have said 50. You would have been closer. But
I would have been 50% correct.
If we were on The Price is Right, you would have won anyway, because you're the only player, and you didn't go over.
I didn't go over. See, there's a strategy there.
So defined contribution plans, 401k, and such are nearly double the odds of being retirement ready. Baby boomers struggle the most. Top 30% earners dominate readiness, while others rely heavily on Social Security.
Yeah.
Reverse mortgages and home equity lines are the vital tools in retirement strategies. Yes, we can see that. There's been a lot of people looking into it.
Yes.
I had a client that I hit out, a year ago, and then finally got retired. Like, I can't live off of this. Probably went back to work because he didn't take out the reverse mortgage.
Yeah, Walmart greeter.
Yeah, thanks. And so a lot of people are extending their careers even longer, at least 2 years. What are you going to do? So a couple of markets I want to go over, if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Real estate market snapshot. How do you think San Francisco's doing?
I bet in areas it's doing really well, and some other areas it's not doing so great.
Median home price $1.2 million.
Okay.
It's I don't know what that is. It's probably a 1 bedroom, no bath, and no living room. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
it's probably a studio.
Not
apartment.
even off street parking.
Yeah. Just 1.37 months of inventory.
Wow.
Very tight. Price cuts remain low at 28.3%. So there's kind of major change different than a year ago, as in San Francisco. Before there was you could buy condos, a few $100,000 off market, and now it's not that way.
Right.
Dallas, Fort Worth, inventory is at 2.5 months. It's more balanced all of a sudden. Median sales price is $389,000. There are some longer days on the market are helping the buyers gain leverage, but this is so much better than what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
But there is a UBS name at the top housing bubble in the world. Who do you think that is?
Florida.
Yes, but where? What city? What city?
Tampa.
Close. Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
70% of Miami condo deals are cash. Very different than debt-ridden bubbles of 2008. Inventory still below pre-COVID levels, and domesticated wealth continues to flow in.
I wonder if they have point of sale stuff at on their condos.
I don't know, but so even though USB is naming it the top housing bubble in the world, local experts strongly disagree.
It's the 5 people that are still making money.
Right, something like that. Let's see if I'm missing. Oil prices keep falling, man. We're at 58.25 a barrel, lowest since May. I'm gonna go buy a couple barrels.
I read yesterday that we were at 56, so it's gone up a little bit.
I don't know if you read the right thing, but lower oil could drop gas prices to $3 a gallon
Not
outside
in
of
California.
Outside of California,
Yeah.
The only way we could get gas prices down is to get rid of Democrats in the government in California and
Exactly.
and
repeal those gas taxes.
Yeah, get somebody that is a Democrat that's really a Republican but thinks he's a Democrat.
There we go.
I've told every veteran I talked about to get into politics just to go in as Democrats, and then all on the same day they all change their party to Republican and mess up the whole. Yes,
and then there'll be legislation saying you can't change your affiliation.
Yeah, well, that's too late by then.
You don't have to change your affiliation. You could just vote smartly.
Yeah, you should. We're all in the middle. We should just not worry about parties.
Yeah.
NFIB, the National Federation of Independent Business, Small Business Optimism, in September shows a dip in small business confidence. Expectation for the economy dropped 11 points. Sales outlook down 4 points. Only 16% of small businesses plan to hire. Still weak despite a 1 point increase. Most is likely due to seasonal hiring. I think it is the uncertainty out there and what's going on.
Yeah. Absolutely. There's going to be no Christmas help.
No, there's going to be no Christmas.
Yeah. Well, that's true for some people.
Timmy is not going to have anything this year.
Well, Timmy's probably going to fall in the well. So we got to make sure Lassie's outside so she can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's all I had. I mean, I had a lot of air.
That was actually quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
That was yesterday and today's stuff. So what are you going to do?
Cool. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Well, I don't know, but there's some guy over on Instagram trying to tell us he can get us monthly 50,000 to 200,000 Apple Podcast downloads, but unfortunately, he doesn't tell you it's all from India.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate that, but we want everybody to download, not just one place.
Exactly.
Because I don't think the real estate stuff works for India, but they could come over here and do the same thing.
Yeah, I wonder what it is like over in India purchasing. It's probably all cash.
Probably that's probably like a lot of places.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
that's all I had.
Tomorrow we got county numbers. I'll probably play around with some state numbers, and we'll talk real estate.
It's a great time to go buy a house. It really is. I mean, rates are better than what people think they are, and your competition has not come back into the market. No, because they're listening too much to the TV instead of focusing on just what they need to do. It's like work. I've been focusing on a lot of stuff. And then now, like today, I have to focus on loans. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Just when I thought I was out there, keep pulling me back in.
I just want to finish this podcast.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
I created an AI part of it. So I have, I wanted someone to oversee what was going on and make sure it goes all the way through. And so I'm pod veteran is my thing because it's a play on the word veteran and the fact that I'm a veteran. And then I'm also a veteran of the podcasting radio industry.
There you go. Pod veteran.
Yeah. So that's the name, podveteran.com. It'll be available. That was the course I'm doing. Well, then I was adding this SaaS to the course. So you have the whole thing. So you can get past episode 21, which is what I call the Elite 21. So I created the AI part of it. And I was trying to come up with a name for the AI. And so first I was
so you called it Perplexity?
No. First I was like, Stripe. Sergeant Holka. I wanted like that kind of a name, right?
Yeah.
And then I went through a bunch, and then finally I was like, MASH, radar. And so I told let's do radar. And so the acronym stands for something else about the AI stuff, and I don't have it here, so I can't read it to you. But it's called radar now.
I like it.
Yeah. So its persona is the great grandson of Radar O'Reilly. And if for those of you that are too young to know that, ask your grandpa.
Yeah.
It was a MASH that was a show on during the 70s, I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Right. And then it was, so I saw some reruns when I was a kid, and then my parents really watched it all the time.
I watched it when it first came out.
Yeah. I watched the movie because there was nudity in it when I was younger. That was the first time I saw
some boobas.
But so now, and I actually just, so instead of being a chat fake bot thing that's just telling you what's going on, I actually added in an actual AI that's going to learn everything and help you through the process.
And I think the star who played Hot Lips Houlihan was Sally Kellerman.
I don't know.
I want to say that's her name.
I don't know.
She's long since passed, I believe.
Yeah, well, if not, she would not be somebody I want to see nude in a movie today.
You never know. 44 longs are kind of interesting.
No, thank you.
No, thanks. All right.
All right. Make it a great day. We'll be
fun
back
these
tomorrow.
Days.
Yeah.
Oh, and outside, first rain or maybe second rain because
it rained yesterday.
Did it rain yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
You weren't here.
Spin tires on pavement. That's what stop means.
Yeah, it always means that, not just when it's rainy.
Yeah.
No, what it means when it's rainy is slow down.
Slow the hell down. You don't have to drive like a 90-year-old grandpa or grandma, but you do need to slow down a little bit because those roads are slick.
Yeah. So part of the thing I'm doing with the pod will be our stuff. I had to ask Mike Murray for our opener, the real estate jerky.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to add it to the podcast.
Cool.
Because that's what it needed.
Yeah. Merle always makes fun of me.
Why?
Because what does it say about me sometimes?
I don't think it says anything.
It did for a while.
That's the one. I don't know.
You're just taking that part.
Well, I'm going to take that. It's.
I think it's always irreverent and sometimes accurate.
It's a minute 30, it's a minute 20, so it might be too long for. Yeah, it's only 21 seconds. I don't know why I have the rest of the music after.
Cool.
All right. Thank you. Make it a great day.
Enjoy
we'll be back here tomorrow.
This rainy day, and if you don't like rain, go back inside and go to bed.
Right. Yeah.
Go to bed.
Yeah. If you don't like rain, don't worry. Thursday it's not raining.
Well, it's supposed to be pretty nice the rest of the week.
Well, and then next week it's in the 60s. Yes, baby.
Yeah, you're gonna be a happy
when is
boy.
fall back?
I don't know.
Time change.
I don't know. When is that going to go away? We're waiting for the feds to approve that California can do that because we passed legislation saying we're not going to do it anymore. But I guess the feds said no, you can't. You have to.
You have to what?
Do daylight savings.
No, they're the ones who have to. No, because Nevada doesn't. There's a couple states.
Well, they never did. They said
Sunday, November 3rd.
Oh,
there you go.
Wow. Right after the crab feed.
And then it goes back March 8th.
I'm so tired of this. Thank God we got smartphones.
That was on a phone. That was my computer.
I know, but those are smartphones.
You mean about the daylight?
You don't have to change anything. I think there's one clock in the kitchen that I have to change.
Yeah, that would be the stove or the microwave.
And I don't change it.
Yeah.
All right. Make it a great day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.